I'm doing recording. Okay. So coming to web development, yes. Finally, we are developing web applications. And first of all, what is a web page? We need to just get to understand what is a web page. A page which is executing in browser. A page which is going to be executing in the browser called a web page. And finally, we need to get to understand what is a web application. Okay. So coming to web application is a collection of web pages. Web application is collection of web pages. Okay, fine.
Yep.
Yes, okay. Web application is a collection of web pages. And coming to the development of this particular web development, if you want to do the web development, we just want to get understand some major building blocks of the web page. Okay, major building blocks for web page. What are the major building blocks for the web page? The first major important thing is HTML. Second important thing is CSS, and third one is JavaScript. these are the three major. These are the three major building blocks which are going to be available. The first one is HTML, second one is CSS, and third one is the JavaScript one. And finally, we need to get understand what is this HTML and all. And HTML is simply hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Okay. And
Okay.
HTML is simple syntax. Okay, this is not a programming. Okay, HTML is not programming, so need not to worry about it. Not programming. HTML includes all tags. Okay, these are the number of tags which are going to be available, like paid tags, unpaid tags, paid tags and unpaid tags. Okay, one is a paid tags and one is a unpaid tags. Paid tags which is having some open tag and close tag. Okay, so we just want to discuss how paid tag will be, and we just want to discuss how unpaid tag will be one by one. Okay, coming to the paid tags, open tag and close tag. Okay, open tag and close tag. Okay, so for an example, what is open tag and what is a close tag? I will just tell you. Suppose something like a tag open. Tag open will be like this, and tag close will be like this. Okay, I will give you the list of tags coming to this pair tags and unpaired tags over there later. For example, if I want to design a paragraph, I need to start with the P tag and whatever the content, blah blah content you can write. Hello web development, something like this. And finally, I want to close the tag folder. If I want to create a header H1, okay, and I want to write something like hello header, I'm just writing something, and H1 is going to close like this. So these particular tags called pair tags. And some other tags are there in HTML called unpaired tags. Unpaired tags are very important. Unpaired tags also there. Unpaired tags, or sometimes we will call self-closed tags. Self-closed tags. So there are a lot of self-closed tags or unpaired tags which are going to be available, like IMG. Okay, IMG is going to be self-closed tag, and break tag is a self-closed tag, and link tag, link is a self-closed tag. Okay, lot of tags which are going to be available in HTML, like paired and unpaired tags.
Okay.
Okay,
So there
after
is no
doing,
closing tag
yeah,
available in this.
there is no closing tag for this.
Okay.
Okay, directly self-closed. Whenever you are opening, and directly we will close that. And these are the combination of tags. HTML is combination of tags. Completely we are writing tags. I will give you a list of tags and I will explain each and every tag one by one, no worry.
Okay.
Okay, that is about HTML. And coming to CSS, we will discuss what about CSS is. CSS is cascading style sheets. CSS is cascading style sheets, and CSS is not programming again. CSS is not programming, and CSS is simple syntax. CSS is simple syntax. We need to remember some set of properties and attributes, nothing but values and properties. So we should remember, we should remember, we should remember, okay, sorry, we should remember some set of attributes here. Okay, I will tell you the list of attributes in part of the CSS here. And why we are using CSS? CSS is using for making our web page stylish. Okay, so why we are using this particular CSS is CSS using making our web pages stylish. And why we are using HTML? A main motto of the HTML is very simple. Motto of the HTML is we are using HTML for simple creating a building block, creating a building block. This is simple HTML. HTML actually using for creation, just a building block we are creating, just a design purpose we are using this HTML, and we are using for design a web page. This is clear, right?
We
We are
also can
using,
create a layout in HTML, right?
yeah, I will tell you the different type of layouts, different kind of layouts with HTML and all. Okay. And coming to the CSS, CSS using for making our web pages more stylish and giving some set of decorations and all. Okay. And
Yep.
coming to the JavaScript, so this is the important concept we are going to be discussing here. JavaScript is simple scripting, browser based scripting, browser based scripting language. Yeah, so we are actually coming to the programming now, but this programming is also not complicated programming. JS is simple browser based scripting language. Okay,
Mm.
so for example, if I want to make a web page functional, if I want to make a web page functional, definitely we need inject JavaScript. Definitely we need to inject JavaScript. Okay, with HTML and CSS only you are going to be creating a templates, but after creating a template, if I want to make it functional, suppose for example, if I want to click a button, if I want to click a button, okay, if I want to enter some text in text box, enter some text in text box. Okay, suppose if I want to making connection to server, render dynamic data. See, whatever the functionality, whatever the functional part of the HTML we are doing with the JavaScript, that JavaScript is a very important, and this is core building block of the web page, major building block of the web page. HTML and CSS very fundamental. When we know HTML and CSS, definitely we will move to the JavaScript, and JavaScript, when we use JavaScript for the web page, your complete page is converting into the dynamic web page. See,
Okay.
what is the dynamism here is you are going to be connecting to the servers and you are getting the real data, and you are going to be doing a lot of events on top of the web page, and a lot of things we can do with the JavaScript. Okay, I will discuss with you how to write JavaScript, and JS is browser independent. So JS is browser independent. It means what? For any browser, JavaScript will work. For any browser,
Any
JavaScript will work. Not a worry with any browser like Chrome browser, IE browser, Safari browser. Okay, any kind of browser, JS is going to be work for you.
Okay.
Okay, when we understand HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, now we are moving to advanced web pages. Whenever we want to learn some advanced level web pages, we need to learn so many other technologies like jQuery, Bootstrap. Okay, so suppose if I want to make it jQuery UI, jQuery mobile, something like that. Okay, if I want to make my web page into the advanced level, I need to learn some other libraries like jQuery, Bootstrap, jQuery UI, jQuery mobile. All these particular libraries are all these libraries are depending on JavaScript. Okay, first you need to understand JavaScript programming. Finally, you can
Mhm.
able to learn all these particular libraries. I will tell you how to utilize all these particular libraries one by one. Okay, and finally jQuery. What is jQuery? jQuery is simple library based on JavaScript, and jQuery is tiny version of JavaScript. Tiny version. For example, I don't want to write a lengthy code in JavaScript. JavaScript is having lengthy code. If I want to do a click functionality, we need to write some set of lines code. Okay, some 4 lines, 5 lines code for clicking process. I don't
Mhm.
want to write 4 lines or 5 lines to do the clicking process and all. But in jQuery, we write only single line. That's why
Okay.
jQuery is tiny version of JavaScript. We don't need to write JavaScript when you are using jQuery. So I will tell you how to import jQuery, how to utilize jQuery one by one, step by step. Okay.
Okay.
And finally, coming to the Bootstrap. Bootstrap is very interesting one, and Bootstrap is a library, a JS based library for create responsive web pages. See, the concept is very important. Responsive web page. What is this responsive web page? A web page which is going to be support all type of devices, all type of resolutions. A web page is set all type of resolutions, all type of resolutions. We will use Bootstrap for that. Okay. Okay. A web page is set all type of resolution. We need to import jQuery library, and we need to use a lot of components over there from the jQuery, and all predefined components which are going to be available inside the Bootstrap. And Bootstrap also nice one, and this is like advanced web pages creation. And jQuery UI is also having some set of user interfaces. Those user interfaces also we can able to do with this part of the web page creation. Got my point?
Yep.
Once again, yeah. Coming to jQuery UI and jQuery mobile, I will let you know what is jQuery UI and what is jQuery mobile also. jQuery UI also this is also a JavaScript based library for ready-made components. Okay, ready-made components. Those are some ready-made components which are going to be available. All components we can utilize when I import jQuery UI in my web page. One more
Like
is
which type of
jQuery mobile.
component? Like which type of components you
Yeah,
have?
some like buttons, nav bars. Okay, I will show. I
Okay.
will show. I will show the default components which are going to be available in jQuery
Okay,
UI.
like the check, but the checkbox is ready button.
Exactly. Like checkboxes, time pickers, date pickers. Okay,
It
ready
is like toolbar, working
toolbar.
like a tool.
Fine. Toolbar. Lot of components which are going to be ready-made components which are going to be available. Those particular ready-made component we can able to utilize from the jQuery UI library. And jQuery
Okay.
mobile, this is also JS based library and mobile compatible components which are going to be available here. Mobile compatible. Okay.
Yeah, like mobile menus, we have like something.
Yes, correct. So there are a lot of mobile compatible components which are going to be available in jQuery mobile. I will show one by one. Okay.
Okay.
So this is under coming of the advanced web development concept. Advanced web pages, we can able to do all these things get in added. Basic web pages, whenever you want to create a basic web page, completely HTML, CSS, JS will be involved. And whenever you want to develop some advanced web pages, jQuery Bootstrap, jQuery UI, jQuery Mobile can be involved. And whenever I want to develop something like a modern web pages, I will tell you the difference between normal web page and modern web page later. Okay, and whenever I am moving to the modern web page, this is like a single page application. Whenever I want to develop a single page application, a concept called SPA. Okay, single page application. This is called a modern web page. Whenever you want to create a web page, which is like a modern web page, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, you need to choose some other different kind of front end and back end libraries. So front end, here we are using some front end libraries like React, Angular,
Mhm.
React, Angular, Vue.js, EXT.js, okay, Express, sorry, EXT and yeah, Sencha for mobile, EXT and Knockout.js, and more. A lot of modern web pages which are going to be developed by the React Angular Vue. But React Angular is very famous whenever comparing with the other libraries over there. And backend also getting supported. Backend is also giving from the JavaScript. Backend JavaScript is also available now. That backend JavaScript people are mostly using Node.js, Express.js nowadays. Node.js, Express.js combination, and people are communicating with the MongoDB database. MongoDB database. Okay, this is
It's like
also,
an interface. The Node Express and the Node JS and Express is like working
yes, yes, correct.
like as
See,
an interface between back and
interface.
front.
Yes. So coming like a front end. Finally, for front end, whatever we are using, HTML, CSS, JS, BS, React. For front end, I am going to be choosing these are the things. For back end, we will choose Node, Express, and MongoDB. These are the enough things. Okay,
What
so for
is
front end, we
what
will
is
use
BS?
Bootstrap.
What's Bootstrap?
Bootstrap.
Okay.
Bootstrap. I'm writing a shortened words here.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Got it.
JS nothing but JavaScript, Bootstrap nothing but BS, and React. React is nothing but also a front end library coming from the JavaScript. And coming to the backend, Node is very interesting one, which is going to be connecting to the servers and it is going to be generating the APIs and integrating with the MongoDB databases. And MongoDB database is NoSQL database. There is no SQL query inside it. Okay, so directly it will write like a JSON format, and very interesting one. Okay,
Okay.
so these are the backend. This backend is actually JS related backend. This is JS related backend.
Okay.
You can
Mango is
see,
easier than SQL Server, right? Mango is
correct,
easy.
exactly. Sir, if I don't want to go for the JS related backend, I want to go for some other. So this is JS related front end. So front end is common. Front end is common anywhere you go. JS related only front end will be there, but backend JS related also there in the market now. But if I want to go for some other backend, you go with the Python Django. You can go for Python Django or Python Flask. Python Flask is also nice in the market. And after that, PHP is older one. .NET we will choose. Java we will choose. Ruby we will choose. There is no worry about the backend. So backend is anything. Backend is anything. Any type of server side programming we can use for the backend.
Yes, it's used to store data.
Yes. That is just like a storing data and picking the data. That's it. Preparing the API and accessing the API. But front end is common. Anywhere you go, front end is common. For example, I will write a diagram for you. I will prepare a
Which one is the
diagram.
secure one? Like page where we talk about the security.
Tell me.
About the security, which one is like most secure?
Yeah, all good. Security level, all good actually.
Okay.
See, whenever they are creating some sort of server side programming, all are secured only. But performance wise, some sort of things actually getting changed.
Okay.
Okay, secured. All things are secure. No worry. So this is like a front end, and this is like a back end for you. And somewhere you will be having some databases. Somewhere we will be having some sort of clouds. Okay, for example, let me choose. This is cloud. It's like a cloud. Okay. For front end, we will use mostly front end is common. Anywhere you go, front end is common. I'm not going to be changing the front end anytime. So front end is common. That will be, I will write all the technologies which are going to be using for the front end here. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery. If you want, you learn jQuery also. Then you learn Bootstrap. And coming to the advanced level, you will learn React. That enough. That enough. But I don't want to choose Angular. I don't want to choose the Vue.js and all. Okay. So I will tell you the major differences between the Angular, React, Vue and all. Okay, I will give you complete differences.
Mhm.
And coming to the backend, whenever I go to the backend, 1 second, I am having call now. 1 second.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Sorry. So we'll be having so many backend here. Finally, we will be having something like a Node.js and a lot of things like a PHP, something like a .NET, something like Java, something like a Ruby. Okay. Anyway, Python is there in the market nowadays. Python, Django, and Flask. Okay, we don't care about the backend actually, but in my case, Node is good actually. Why? Because here front end completely involving with the JavaScript, right?
Yeah.
Front end completely involving with the JavaScript. So here we are using JavaScript majorly, and we are making the web page with the JavaScript, and React also JS related, and finally backend also from the same family we will choose. So better the page is good. What is called giving a lot of quality, and it is
Okay.
going to be giving accurate result with you. faster performance. We don't depend on other platforms like PHP, .NET, Ruby, Python, Django, but people are doing with the backend Python, Django, Flask also nowadays. Actually, this is also very nice. Okay, but we will go
Okay.
with Node.js. We will go with Node.js. Okay, if you want, I will show one project with Django Flask. Okay, finally, end of the day.
Okay, sure.
That's fine. And finally, coming to the databases, the better database is MongoDB, and one more database from the Google called Firebase, and we will go with that also. And I will tell you how to use Firebase database also.
It's like on cloud base.
Yes, yes, Google Firebase database. Google's one. This one is Google's one. And MongoDB is NoSQL. NoSQL, nothing but there is no query inside. Directly, we will write a JSON format.
So how we can filter the data with
Yeah,
using Snowflake?
we will filter the data with keys.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is the one format. And see, this is front end. Front end is always communicating with the backend. We are giving some request to the backend, and backend is going to be giving some responses to the front end, and we are going to be merging the data in the top of the web pages over there. And this backend is always communicating with the database, and database is giving the data whatever you make a request for that. This is the process of the web page. Complete web page is running process. Okay, front end and back end. This is all back end. This is all called front end. This is all back end. This is all back end. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Let me take a very simple, nice color for this. This is all called back end. Sorry, the color is not fitting. Okay. And this is called front end. This is called front end. Okay. And we will communicate front end and back end finally in real time. If I want to do some application, definitely I need to learn one by one, step by step. HTML, CSS, jQuery, Bootstrap, JS, and finally we will choose the React. So I am picking all the things here, what we are going to be discussing finally. So we will go
Okay.
with HTML first.
Okay.
We will go with HTML first, and we will go next to CSS. Then next we will go JavaScript and Bootstrap. Next I will pick up the I will pick up the React JS here. This will take time to you, and after that this will take some time to learn all these things, and we will create some project level training. We will go with the e-commerce project, whatever you want. Okay, so
Okay.
better you go with e-commerce project, whatever the projects you are asking. We will do a lot of projects here. Okay, some e-commerce
Okay.
projects, some hotel management things. Okay, so how many type of product you want, you can do that. I will give you a better support with you.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
in class I will share with you e-commerce project, and later I will share some links, different kind of projects also related to
Mm.
the front end and back end, and you do the work with that.
Okay.
No worry.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So today I'm going to be closing here, and tomorrow you are asking 9:30, right?
Yeah, because it is a midnight, so I'm working like 10 hours in
Definitely,
office.
definitely, definitely, definitely.
So I
So
need to be sleep at
sure,
night.
sure. From tomorrow onwards, it will be 9:30 to 10:30, 1 hour session. Please
Okay,
send
sure.
me your email ID. Okay. So your Zoom meeting.
Sure. I will send you the